Get a focus here. There. Get some. Oh no! Or did it never record? Oh no, it was recording.
Was it?
You know, we'll see in a second. Yeah. Boom. Pop, pop.
I'm gonna grab one beer. If you guys want one, I can go back to the shop.
Pop, 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 pop. Look at that. Yeah, bitch.
What's going on YouTube? Stock Easy here, and welcome back to the channel. I just want to express my gratitude for you guys checking out the last video and really getting behind the POV stuff. And actually I got quite addicted to doing this POV stuff, so instead of doing some of the other things that I had planned, I'm just going to go with another POV video. And the reason why I'm going with this lens is because it's interesting to me that nobody mentioned it in the comment section. I got everything from the 56 to the 35, a couple 23s, a lot of 18 millimeters, which I thought about doing, but I didn't want to do that back to back because they're too similar. Here it is. Wow, the 90mm f2. Now, this lens is a beast of a lens, and I want to take this thing out on the streets so bad and show you guys what it's capable of, because I know what you're thinking, who would use a 90mm for street photography? And when you do the math, a 90mm on an APS-C crop sensor camera is, hold on, wait for it, so 90 times 5. So it's about 135 to 140 millimeter equivalent. This thing, I mean, it's incredibly zoomed in. This is a telephoto lens for sure. This is the type of thing that you normally want to use for portrait work, but I'm going to take this outside today and I'm going to focus on getting some detail shots. And I want to capture little details about people, whether cigarettes hanging on the lips, this kind of, actually I don't know how it's going to go. Let's just get outside and shoot with the 90mm f2 and see what we get. I'm going to slap this GoPro on top just so you guys can see how ridiculous this rig looks outside. And it's not going to be possible for me to be a ninja today. I'm going to have to actually steady this thing and try to get some shots. I'm going to have to take off my hat too, it seems. But yeah, let's get outside and shoot with this thing. I'm excited. Actually, before we go outside, I just wanted to give an extra special shout out to my homies from Poland, Sailor Straps. They sent me over some really dope buttons. I'm going to give you guys a nice little close-up of that now. This is one of their new items. They've been making these soft shutter release buttons for mostly Fuji cameras, to be honest. They go on Leicas, they fit on everything, but they look great on these Fuji cameras, so I actually slapped this one on my X Pro 2. It is the Anchor, and they come with, like, one of them is like more of a button type of feel, where the rest are flat, like a little divot, so your finger fits right in there, and that's kind of what I like. These are brand new on their site, so give them a check out, man. These guys are awesome. I might buy a couple ropes from them and do a little giveaway in the next video. But check out Sailor Straps, man. I just want to say thank you guys for sending me these. Back to the streets. Alright, so one thing I'm noticing is this giant hulking piece of glass takes a little bit long to focus. So obviously ninja tactics out the window. Battery's dying. All right, guys, so we're back in the studio now. My GoPro battery died on me. I only have one battery with that thing, and it's about 2 hours runtime. I think that that's about a good amount of time to spend in the street shooting this POV stuff. I think I got some good stuff with the 90mm. I mean, it was definitely a challenge. If you're outside doing street photography, this is not the lens that you're gonna want. It's not that fast, and it's also paired with the X Pro 2, which is an old sensor. It's not one of the X-T3s, which is like using any of the X series lenses on crack. This is not that lens. So if you don't see your subject coming from a mile away and they're moving too fast, you're gonna miss the shot. This is gonna make you pay attention on a whole nother level, which is why today I decided to focus on people's expressions, interesting characters, that kind of thing. I mean, I always focus on that, but this was different. I was kind of sniping people out. I wasn't moving very fast. It's not the same type of ninja maneuvers that I do when I'm outside in the streets. The last video, the 16mm f2.8, influenced a lot more freestyle shooting. You guys asked if I was shooting from the hip, and I was a lot with that. That tends to be my style because I think that it adds a lot of drama to the shot, shooting very low and putting your subjects up against the cloud. With this, I stood tall and I just shot straight on, trying to get those nice portrait angles, and you're gonna see the compression from this camera is absolutely beautiful. I think that this is probably one of the best portrait lenses you can buy for the Fuji X system, and I feel like it's one of the unsung heroes of the system. The 56 is great, but once you slap this thing on your camera, I mean, the results they're gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning what you can do with this lens. So definitely one of my favorites. Would I say it's my favorite for street photography? No, but can you use it for street? Absolutely, you can use whatever you want for street. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But I will say this, a 90mm, about 140mm equivalent is gonna make you look more like a spectator than someone that is actually involved in the action. 16mm, 24mm equivalent is gonna make you look like somebody that's actually involved in the action. You're there, you might be a part of the community, you might even be mistaken for someone that was in the action with those type of focal lengths. So choose accordingly when you're picking a focal length out in the streets, because they're really gonna mold how you look in your images, you know what I mean? So if you're trying to craft a story where you're a part of the crowd, if you're shooting your environment, your block, your city, you might want something that makes you look like you're actually a part of the action. Anyway, there should be some photos going right now that I didn't catch while the GoPro was filming. This was after the battery died, so I'm gonna put those up right now and you can see what I mean. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really wanted to do the 90mm because this is not something that people would typically shoot street photography with. And again, I felt it kind of weird that nobody asked me to do a video on this lens, so it felt like it was the obvious choice for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And also let me know what you think about me making these videos a little more personal and like a little day-to-day, some thought videos outside of constantly showing pictures, maybe more of a vlog status. It's not really my style, but you guys have been asking me to post more, and the reality of the situation is that I don't want to flood YouTube with videos that I'm not proud to make and I don't feel like have that quality to them. But if you guys are interested in things that are more vlog oriented, I'd be happy to do something like that. So feel free to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the comments. I do my best to respond to you when I can on YouTube and Instagram. But I look forward to hearing from you guys, and as always, thanks for the love.
Peace.